Have you ever wondered why sugar is so hard to resist? Why your face turns red when you're embarrassed? Why we cry, even when we try not to? Or why so many of us adore dogs and cats? These behaviors may seem completely different, but they're all rooted in the way the human brain evolved. Ever wonder why it's so hard to stop after just one cookie? Or why you crave dessert, even when you're completely full?
Yummy.
It isn't because you're weak. It's because your brain is still operating using rules that helped humans survive thousands of years ago. Today, sugar is everywhere. It's in soft drinks, cereal, bread, snacks, even foods that don't taste particularly sweet. But for almost all of human history, that wasn't true. For ancient humans, sweet foods were incredibly valuable. Fruit was seasonal, honey was rare, and often dangerous to collect. Finding something sweet meant finding quick energy, which could help you survive. So, over thousands of generations, our brains evolved to love sugar. Our brains haven't changed very much, but our environment has. Now, instead of occasionally finding honey, we can buy enough sugar to last months in just one trip to the grocery store. The problem is, your brain still reacts as though sweetness is rare, even though it isn't. That's why resisting sugar can feel surprisingly difficult. Your brain is simply following instructions that worked extremely well for ancient humans. It can help you understand that your brain is responding exactly as evolution designed it to. Our brains don't just influence what we crave, they also shape how we react in social situations, even when we'd rather not. Have you ever been
Blah,
talking
blah,
to someone
blah,
when
blah,
all at
blah.
once you felt
Blah,
your face
blah,
becoming
blah,
warmer?
blah, blah.
Maybe someone complimented you,
Woohoo!
or maybe you suddenly realized everyone in the room was looking at you. Maybe you tripped in public. And then it happened. Your cheeks turned bright red. The frustrating part is that the harder you try to stop blushing, the worse it often becomes. But why? Why do humans blush? Why don't dogs blush? Or cats? Or chimpanzees? As strange as it sounds, blushing may be one of the most uniquely human behaviors on Earth. Before we understand why we blush, we first need to understand what blushing actually is. Blushing isn't just feeling embarrassed, it's a physical reaction. When you experience certain emotions, your nervous system releases adrenaline. That causes tiny blood vessels, especially those in your face, neck, ears, and sometimes your chest, to widen. More blood flows through the skin. Your face becomes warmer and it turns pink or red. Unlike smiling or laughing or raising an eyebrow, blushing happens automatically. You can't simply decide not to blush. Ironically, trying to stop often makes it worse. This is where things get fascinating. Charles Darwin devoted part of an entire book to blushing. He called it the most peculiar and most human of all expressions. Scientists still believe he was largely right. Many animals experience fear, many experience excitement, many communicate emotions. But true emotional blushing appears to be uniquely human. Why? Because humans care deeply about something many other animals don't: our reputation. Imagine living 50,000 years ago. You belong to a small group of perhaps 30 people. If the group trusts you, you survive. If they reject you, well, life becomes much harder. Humans evolved to pay incredible attention to what other people think of us. Our brains constantly ask questions like, did I embarrass myself? Did I say the wrong thing? Blushing is thought to be connected to this ancient social alarm system. Instead of warning us about predators, it warns us about possible damage to our social relationships. Embarrassment isn't really about making mistakes. It's about believing other people noticed. Think about these situations. You wave at someone who wasn't waving at you. You accidentally call your teacher mom. You trip walking into a room. None of these threaten your survival, but they all involve social attention. Your brain suddenly realizes people are watching. That's when blushing often begins. Our ancestors depended on being accepted by the people around them. Blushing may be one small reminder of that shared human history. Our emotions are just as fascinating. Sometimes our brains don't just reveal our emotions on our face, they release them through tears. Have you ever tried not to cry? Maybe at a funeral, during an argument, or even while watching a movie. You tell yourself, don't cry. But somehow, the harder you try, the harder it becomes. Why? Crying isn't a flaw. It's one of the oldest emotional responses humans have. Long before cities, phones, or even written language, our ancestors depended on one another to survive. When something overwhelming happened, they couldn't always explain it with words. But tears communicated something instantly. I need help. I'm grieving. I'm overwhelmed. I'm hurt. Others understood, without a single sentence being spoken. When emotions become intense, your brain doesn't ask permission. It activates automatic systems that prepare your body to respond. Your breathing changes, your heart rate shifts, your face becomes more expressive, and tears begin to flow. Trying to stop them can actually make you focus on them even more. Today, you might cry during a wedding, a graduation. Your ancient brain isn't confused. It simply responds to powerful emotion, just as it has for thousands of years. The situations have changed. Your nervous system hasn't. Our emotions don't stop with other people. They also help explain one of humanity's strongest bonds, the connection we share with dogs and cats. Have you ever wondered why so many of us are completely obsessed with dogs and cats? Part of the answer lies in our brains. Looking into a pet's eyes can trigger the release of oxytocin, the same hormone involved in bonding between parents and children. Dogs have spent thousands of years evolving alongside humans, becoming experts at reading our emotions. Cats may seem more independent, but their softer affection often feels especially rewarding when it's earned. Pets also give us something many people struggle to find: affection without judgment, companionship without words, and comforting routines that can reduce stress and loneliness. Maybe we don't just rescue them. Sometimes they rescue us.